Monster kill!
Battle begins.
Now, we are not going to be able to see who picks up what.
I think it's Monkey.
Monkey
Probably.
mid.
Yeah, it's probably Nisha on Monkey.
Crystallis has Grandmaster Monkey King as well.
Yep.
Nisha Timber.
Nisha is Timber.
Nisha is Timber saw.
Yeah, okay, so Timber's just going to farm that lane, right? And then they have the Monkey King against Mars. I think both solutions are good. The reason I could see the Timber mid was, or the Monkey mid, is that even if the Coddle matchup isn't the greatest, I mean, you could what's it called, mischief the Illuminates, so you don't really take damage and you just farm the lane, and then you would get the Razor against Mars matchup. This other way around is totally fine as well, though.
With Timber on the mid lane, you still favoring Alliance's drafting game plan?
Yeah, probably going to struggle in the lanes, but overall I'm sticking to the fact that I just like their overall lineup, what they have in their draft, and it's just easier to play their draft, you know. And Secret has they definitely have some advantage in the lanes, but it's not that easy to execute their lineup. So I'm going to favor Alliance again.
All right, well, we're going to first of all see how Willow will play out. And of course, let's see if Alliance can execute their draft in this game 2. We're heading over to ODPixel and Frog.
Thank you, Steve. Yes, we're ready to go here with the second game of the series between Alliance and Secret. And yeah, Puppy, he's had some fun on Omni Night this time around. He says, I want to play a bit of Dark Willow. A hero, a support that's just not very highly rated at the moment. So we'll see what Puppy's here in the second game. And overall, what do you sort of make this? We heard once again, Winter does like the strategy that Alliance is approaching this game with.
Yes, again, their mid-game, their mid-game looks good. Their team fight looks pretty strong, right? Like, I can agree with that, but I look at Secret in their lanes in particular, it looks really good, and I do have to give a big highlight. Nisha on his Timber, and he's playing versus 4 strength heroes. I'm looking at him. I think he might just take over this game, but I do see Alliance having ways to at least take team fights. But yeah, versus 4 strengths, I've seen Nisha when he's not playing versus strength heroes on his mid Timbers has dominated games, so eyes on him.
Yeah,
as tends to be.
Sort of a similar sort of vibe to what we got with the previous series, unfortunately for Alliance. So Alliance game 1, they pulled out the Pudge, then game 2, Pudge was used against them to great effect here. You know, we saw first game Alliance, they went with a Timber last pick, and you know, saying it's going to be a good Timber game, but now in game 2, Secret, they said, no, we'll show you what a good Timber game looks like. We'll see how this one goes down. As we can see, there are a lot of Grandmaster tier heroes here on Alliance. So that's always a good sign. Limitless on that level 30 Mars. And, of course, Desire on his signature hero. Pretty much the hero you would have known him for if you were watching back in sort of the Div 2 days of where we first saw Desire start to show himself on the scene. This is his best hero, the Earth Spirit.
I think that's, honestly, that's what it looked like the approach for me this entire draft was from Alliance, right?
Go
Opening with Earth Spirit, it's like, what do you want to play? What do we feel best with? And let's just go with that because other things are not working right now, so let's just play our comfort.
No,
so
I like it.
That's what I'm seeing here. And we see Secret, the way that they switched up a little bit of the lanes. Of course, Synderen pointed it out at the end there. This matchup here, they have the Monkey King versus Mars to shut him down. They have this Willow also. This lane could be a bit hard because it is that double melee versus Willow plus MK.
Well, let's have a look. So, indeed, in this mid matchup, then Nisha is the Timber. But you're able to build up enough stacks so you just have enough HP regen running that you can deal with the blasts of Weehar and you can very freely farm this lane.
Never seen the matchup, honestly. I've never seen Coddle versus Timber. I imagine Timber is just gonna farm, but I think Coddle should get more because he's able to back up and get those like triple stacks and things. Especially when you're Dire, you can easily triple stack. You know, you hit the left hard camp, blast to the right inside your jungle, and you're triple stacking constantly, and you can farm those constantly. So
I mean, and with Secret's heroes, do you think we'll see any early moves into that jungle? Like, do they have ways to mess with the stacks?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll see. The same thing that Zayats did last game. I think it's going to be a very similar game from him. I think he'll play a little bit more around this top lane, around with Rezo to make sure he doesn't get shut down, but I think as soon as he sees a moment of stacks coming out, they'll look to invade. Let's see how these pull shenanigans going on. Desire getting the wave behind the tower. Puppy's going to chase and give him some harassment. We'll have to just...
And anyway, searching Puppy on the Willow. What do you think made him want to play the Willow this game?
He just wanted to play a different hero. I mean, versus Spirits, he can be pretty decent. Coddle takes a while to build BKB, maybe because he thinks that you can get like some way to catch from like the reach. I'm not sure. I'm really unsure because this hero's not played very often, and there's not really like anything that stands out usually where it's like, damn, this is a good Willow game. There's really not too many situations. It's like usually it's good versus mobility cores. I guess that's the one thing you can look at, the root and the brambles, but everyone builds BKB. Cripples the hero.
And overall, did you like the approach with the final pick from Secret, getting Chrysalis on the Monkey King?
Yeah, I think that was one of the better picks, actually. Scales super well. It also has a really good lane map, too.
Indeed, as we can see on the levels. Also, a player on one of the heroes that probably is most played, if not definitely up there in the top 3, Grandmaster tier on the Monkey King crit.
It's his best hero.
It is. Yeah.
It was his best hero for a long time.
It was back, sort of back when we saw him on the previous squads, right? Creep Wave and things. You know, when you saw the Monkey King come out for Chrysalis, you could pretty much consider the game a GG.
Yeah, it was first banned always.
Yep.
Even when the hero was not as popular, it was always first banned. It always makes sense if he sees this matchup. Although right now Limitless is doing pretty well. As we said, you know, the lane pulling and stuff like that does influence this. Nice dodge there from Chrysalis to take that damage. And I mean, there's a lot of disable in this bottom lane. There's a lot of chase. So maybe that's another thing that why he wanted the Willow. Maybe they were thinking about just playing with the safe lane with something that can give them a lot of ways to catch heroes. Because having the Bramble plus even going for Cursed Crown level 2, it is a lot of control.
The mid Nisha getting pretty low, but again, 2 points in the reactive. As long as he keeps those stacks up, he'll have a good consistent amount of HP regen.
Yep, and he's got that ward, so he constantly is able to see the Coddle Blast and dodge. 30% HP.
Bottom lane, so make a bit of a go for Limitless.
Top as well, so he moves on both sides.
Just got to be a bit careful with the Quill Spray stacking up. Resolution
Uh-oh.
might be in a bit of trouble here.
Got his wand.
Charges to slow the plasma field. Nico Baby won't be able to continue to push under the tower and dive, or at least doesn't want to, wants to hold back, and is happy to just sort of leave the two of them as low as they are. Making the lane a bit awkward now for Secret, as there'll be some good space for Nico Baby to farm.
I thought maybe for like a little bit, like Nico might have some trouble up here because how much Razor's always able to do, but Ducalis is offsetting everything. I mean, this IO is really making the difference. So, really good signs, actually, for Alliance, having this Bristle to have a good start. Even though he's going to be playing versus that Timbersaw that's going to have that big points in his chakram. Yeah, but
Much more solid start in the lanes here for Alliance in this game too.
And I'm glad now we're seeing Desire. As we mentioned, you know, last game ad nauseum, it felt like almost. Zayat's always playing around mid. Now Desire is going to be playing around to maybe even get a kill on Tanisha. He could potentially get a setup onto this.
Yeah, I mean, for all the HP regen that he does have, you know, in terms of his HP pool, it does tend to sit rather low.
It's going to start
times.
He's going to start healing more though, right? 3 points in reactive.
Yeah,
he's going to start getting higher.
I mean, you can see what 18 stacks you were reaching up towards 30 HP a second. That's a lot of health that you're building back up.
You probably missed the opportunity to go for the kill. You probably had to do it when he had 2 points in reactive. Top.
Well, it's a good dive. Desire finds the angle, but doesn't quite have the damage with the combo, so Zayats will be able to slide away. The mid, actually, Nisha putting some heavy pressure onto Weeheart.
He's... Okay, I was about to say, is he 6? You actually would have been able to get the kill. Rotation, Puppy's here.
It's still a bit of an awkward trip for Weeheart to get back to the safety of his map. He'll just have to move deep and TP back out to the tier 2.
Okay. That was pretty scary, though. Nisha's going to be 6 off of that, and then he can actually commit and get the kill. Weeheart has to be very careful, especially now that he TP'd.
And these 2 range creeps will give him the 6.
Yep.
And our situation is pretty low for Nisha. Weeheart should be safe from any sort of threat. It's an immediate threat. Up top. He's got anything to jump off. Rezo will be able to step over. Gives Zayats the ability to reach over and leap back to safety.
Much better start, though, as we said. 0-0. Game's looking good for Nico Baby. We have Limitless. He hasn't died down bottom, which can sometimes be that difficult matchup versus Monkey King and a secondary disabler. So things looking much better. Still that 1K lead right now for Secret, but definitely got to be happy with this. And how are we looking at the stacks? Have they start? They don't really have actually any. Weehaw didn't have time to back up and get them going. He's going to start now clearing, and now they're going to start getting some stacks for Bristle.
I saw a lot of moments around this bit where it's kind of Nisha and we are chasing one another around this area.
Limitless, the 2 supports now. They're going for him. Going in the sidekick too.
TP. It's the pressure now from Nisha. Need to get beyond the tower and start to put the damage in onto Weehaw.
And they're bringing the 2 supports. Secret. I do think Alliance might have to bring more numbers to be able to defend this tower. Weehaw.
And Nisha continue to chase down Weehaw. Desire will hold him back.
But Weehaw has to just completely run out of the lane.
We're very much seeing so that same state for Weehaw where, you know, Secret, they're going for it. They're making sure that Weehaw doesn't get this easy moment of the game. He'll make a good move up towards the top, though.
There's a good rotation.
As we saw all the focus that Secret were putting into pushing Weeha out of the mid lane.
Oh my god.
And just nearly die there, but he will live. Weeha was able to make the most of that and say, well, you want to chase me to the mid? I'm just going to leave that area and go for a quick gank top. And they'll be able to get first blood thanks to that alliance.
Very nicely done. The best opportunity you could do. Instead of now jungling, he just makes a move to try to stabilize the lanes a little bit. Yeah, very nice.
The boots of travel done. Courier's dead for a minute. So we'll have to wait a little longer to pick up, but still a good timing to get those online. Once again, we see this move from Weeha. And Secret weren't quite prepared for. They couldn't get anyone over here to help out Resolution. And Weeha, you know, he did the maths. He knew
it was close.
Die here.
A little too close for comfort, really. Weeha mid, the stun. They get the kick away. Nice play from Desire to get some distance, but...
I think Nisha might be able to line up this final bit of damage with the Chakram. Oh, he's got the chain. He's got the kill.
Nice try, honestly. Desire, that was a really good kickback. He almost gets the save on the Coddle there. And that was, I mean, big things because you mentioned, you know, his courier's dead, right? If he had the boot to travel, very likely
he would have had that
to get away. He would have had the speed, so all these things do matter.
Very likely he would have been able to juke it out.
But look at the, you know, we mentioned last game so much, but again, it's the attention on the mid lane. 2 wards placed, 1 in front of the tower, 1 behind. Just so much emphasis on making sure they go for this early pressure, shut down Weeha. I guess that's just the name of the game for Secret when they're playing versus Alliance. Yeah, we'll get the ward. He knows. Now, though, he could be in trouble.
I mean, they'll go for him here. Zayat's able to jump over, grab him with the Dispose. The Brambles are there from Puppey, and Weeha will go down again. Turn their attention over towards Desire. They might be able to set up on this. Curse ground from Puppey. Buying time for Zayat's and Nisha to close in on this. Desire, I don't know if there's many moves he can make here to get away from the 3 of them. He'll try with the kickback. Immediately disposed from Zayat's is there. A Secret pick up a second.
You have to feel like, I'm sure Weeha's telling his teammates too. He's like, guys, like they're going for me constantly. Like I need you guys.
So what would you like to see them do? That we want to see sort of what Dakar separate away from Nico Baby, come in so he's more prepared to tether over and provide a bit of extra safety in the mid, or what?
I really think they should be bringing somebody, at least something, because look again, Weeha's getting gone on. We'll be able to.
Here we go. Now they're bringing the heroes over now.
Okay.
Limitless turned up. He's ready with the 6. He's ready to present that ability to set up a fight with the arena if they push for it. But Secret won't. They realize that this time around Alliance is responding, and they'll make sure that nobody gets caught underneath the tower.
Thank God. Honestly, I'm like, if they don't make a reaction to this, I don't know what's going on with them, because they need to be playing more around Weeha when he's playing these type of heroes. So this time they will be able to hold on to it, and Weeha will be able to now back up, get some farm, and they get both D wards. Really important. So they will be able to stop some of that aggression that's going to on this Coddle. And inevitably, you know, it's a couple of these kills, these do hurt, but the tower is still alive, right? That is the most important thing. But look at Nisha's net worth. Like, this is, as we preface the game, it's a Timber versus 4 strength heroes. And he's already having this type of start. It's looking really good for him.
She bottom.
Relocate's coming in.
Crystallis does go for the jump forward, but need immediate reaction from Limitless with the arena. Crystallis himself will put down the Wukong's command. He's trying to build up those Jingu Mastery stacks. Will get pushed to the side. A little bit of life still to buy him some time. Able to dodge as well some damage with the Mischief, but he will finally fall. Tries to do his best to live the longest that he could, and he certainly does that. Standing tall for quite a few seconds there in that fight, but at the end of it all, Alliance able to take him down.
And that's something that now I want to see. Like, I'm glad that we're seeing this happen already. Alliance, they have a really good lineup that can outnumber, right? They have the Relocate, they have the Boots of Travel early from the Coddle, they have the Earth Spirit who's going to be able to do lots of this mobility. So I want to see them doing this constantly where they have the numbers. I want them to always have those numbers in these fights when they're playing versus Secret.
Top lane, some kills here for Resolution.
Dallas.
Looks to maybe get the second as well, chasing out Dakar. He'll hide in the trees.
That's right.
Resolution will find him. Doesn't want to mess around with the stacks that Nico Baby's building up upon him as well. TP's out of there. He's happy with the double kill. Back down bottom. Crystallis. Pushed back by the spear. That'll give the space for Limitless to get out.
Mid tower now heating, taking a heavy beating. Catapults on it. Moving the 2 supports again.
Weeha's got to be careful.
He sees them. The ward is taken out though. Weeha.
Alliance is able to find a way to jump in on this. Weeha could be in trouble.
He's actually stepping up.
Let's go for a bit of aggression onto Nisha. One blast alone won't threaten Nisha much at all. Further backups heading in. Already the catch is there onto Weeha. Will get caught by the Dispose. He's still alive.
He's alive.
Though. He's in fact going to be able to live. Alliance again bringing in the backup around the mid, making sure that nobody goes down here.
That was really aggressive by Weeha, but it ends up paying off. That was crazy. He was literally playing it so close to dying.
Atlas straight away this move down to the bottom lane, but Crystallis knows that he might be Sort of pushing his luck there, sticking around to try and finish the tower off. He'll hide it out in the trees. We'll still search for him. Good dodger of the damage. The mischief.
Limitless here.
Get him. Ooh,
Gets the
the
jump.
arena. It will get him. Of course, that huge amount of the huge area that the arena clears out in the trees means that anytime that ults up Limitless, he will be able to knock down Crystallis. You're not jumping away from that.
Yep, and they should be able to get this tower too. They don't know this, but Nisha's actually low HP, so he would be the one to TP down there to probably defend. They're actually moving. I want them to hit the tower a bit together. They're only having Limitless hit it, but okay, they're moving around. They actually sent Nico Baby back to top instead of going for any tower pressure.
Nico, baby, feeling very safe in this area of the map.
Yep.
Easy for Secret to really pressure this Bristol's farm.
It's an interesting choice, right? Instead of them taking bottom tower, though, they go for the safe farm for the Bristol to bring him back top and just take jungle. But now, yeah, bottom tower survives a little bit longer, and Crystallis has more opportunity where you can play bottom instead of being forced to the top lane. So, interesting choice there from Alliance. Wanting to play a little bit more defensive, it seemed, just not wanting to risk. At the same time, too, I was saying they didn't know where Nisha was, so maybe that was the big fear of them, just sizing for a tap.
I think, you know, if anything, they just don't want to get too ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they have had 3 tough games so far today. Here in this 4th one, definitely looking to be a much more hopeful beginning for them. Only 2k down, 13 minutes in, and good farm on Nico, baby. They've absolutely got the startings to potentially a game where they can pull out that win.
Absolutely, and their mid game, as you know, panel mentioned, Winter was saying, their team fight, it's strong, and now they have Vessel finished already for Coddle, so they'll have some type of solution for the one that's going to disrupt most of them is the Timber, and even the Monkey King. I mean, this Vessel is going to be very valuable.
Chip bottom, Limitless. Quick reaction onto Crystallis, locks him down in the arena combo. So Crystallis trying to survive through it all.
Oh, the Fear
relocates in, they bring in Nico, baby, and take down Crystallis. They'll be ready to look to chase for more. With the Goose stacks building up onto Resolution Alliance, they'll dive in up to the tier 1. They'll be able to definitely take out the Razor and maybe more here. Nisha and Puppey have got to be careful. 3 against 5. Not really a fight that Secret, imagine, would be happy to take. I mean, I say that though, Puppey's gone in with the Shadow Realm.
I think he's trying to distract them.
I think so, just sort of bring the attention away from Nisha and Zayat. Puppey will be found by Desire, rolls into the tree line. Alliance, they find a 3rd kill. This tier 1 tower, it's theirs.
I'm happy to see the way they're playing. It's like they're bringing the numbers. Every single time they're just bringing like 3-4 heroes. As soon as Vessel's done, they're very keen to go for this fight. A big whiff there from Puppey, actually, on the relocate. He completely missed the Terrorize when they came in onto the reload. So they get the numbers, Alliance, and they get the full wraparound, and now they get that tower. Yep, looking infinitely times better.
Yeah, they're going to get a really good timing on the Aghanims from Nico, baby.
Yep. And they have this massive amount of sustain that we're seeing also in their lineup. The IO, of course, now with Mac, but also IO with Coddle. So you get the blast that comes through on this
Check this
IO.
out again here. We'll see this, you know, this point where Ducalis was able to come in with the relocate, and as you say, well, just
Yeah,
a
look at
little bit
Puppey.
off the mark, Puppey.
Yeah, you don't really you see it. Look, it was just like half a second too early, maybe even like less than. Probably would have ended up saving Rezo and would have changed a lot of the
For sure.
situation that
I mean,
happens.
Nico, baby, was the one leading the way on that charge.
Yeah.
If he was, you know, feared back towards the tier 1, Resolution's probably getting away. Back
Now
in
Nisha.
action. Limitless, he's caught Nisha. They got enough damage that with the 2 of them, quick knock to the side as Nisha will timber chain out of there. And Secret, they want to try and take this fight. They'll lay down the Wukong's command. They've caught the 2 cores in there, Limitless and Nico, baby. They'll take Limitless down. Dispose from Zayas, drags Nico, baby, back into the Wukongs. Nico, baby, walk this one off. Jingu Mastery stacks are built up, and a quick relocate from Ducalis
Oh my God.
will take him out of there.
You know, Nico almost died because of one of the Ogre Bruiser stuns, by the way. Oh, just saying. That actually was what kept him inside the Wukong's command. If he had died there, that would have been insane. Able to survive, though, because of the IO. Nice play from Ducalis. Now, Rezo bottom, a quick move.
I mean, he came down on his own. He has got the TP. Of course, these 2 heroes, they don't have the means to stop that.
Oh my, that was... I actually was having like mini heart attack literally because I saw him get stunned from Ogre Bruiser, which does % damage too versus Bristle. Like that was really close to him being brought down, and that could have been a big opening for Secret to kind of really start coming back in this game. Still 2k lead, but Alliance, you can see they're having this momentum still with this Bristle back before he has Ags. And now Ags is done, so he's going to get that much stronger in these next... Deny? Will pay with his life. Not so nice of him to deny.
That definitely hurts.
That's a painful
45 seconds, no Weehart to be in position to deep push the lanes and offer up that huge AoE damage in a team fight.
I think he also used 3 Vessel charges in the last fight, so he's actually out of Vessels for the next engagement. So they have to ideally get a pick off before they start the next fight so they can start getting their fight to actually win. Because they absolutely need these Vessel stacks versus both the Monkey King and that Timber Saw, as we've seen several times now. Yeah, Weeha's got to definitely be very careful. Because BKB done now for resolution, so he's going to have a lot easier access into these fights, not having to worry about just getting pinned and focused.
Yeah, it's a bit safer as well for him to farm this area of the map.
Zayats has Blink, so a couple item timings for Secret coming together. Alliance, they're definitely keen to fight. I just think they have to be careful about getting picked off on the map at the moment.
Looking to do up again, Limitless, no hesitation in laying down the arena to try and set up a turnaround. Roll forward, Desire with a quick kick to the side, tries to save Limitless, but Limitless will still dodge the damage to the Brambles. Nisha actually able to pick up the 2 kills. They're cutting through these strength heroes as both Desire and Limitless fall. Nisha, yeah, he doesn't need to run from this. He'll happily hang around, keep the pressure on up top. So Alliance, they lose 2 there. Only able to find Puppey. Good efforts from Desire to try and save.
Yeah, he kicked him, but he ends up getting kicked into like 3 brambles.
Yeah.
So
it was the best he could do though, really, in that situation.
Weeha, they're finding him already. Zayats with the Blink Dagger. Oh.
He unleashed that extra bit of punch.
Should have enough to bring him down. The extra slows that come out. The push is decent. Nice dodge.
Okay, he's got the movement speed. Off to the side.
Oh, what a juke.
I think he's getting away from this. They don't really have anyone in position to catch him out now into the trees. Weeha will manage to lift this.
All right, that was pretty.
And back in action, Secret, they'll still be able to find a fight though. They might not find Weeha, but they'll find the other 3 of them. Dakal is taken out. Limitless and Nico Baby having to run.
Alliances, they're getting split up too much, really. I'm seeing them like it's like 1 or 2 heroes playing individually while Secret's running together more as this unit. They need to play more together. Need to play more around Weeha. But really does need this Vessel stack, as we've been reiterating. They have to find some type of pickoff. But it looks like I think Limitless is probably saying like he wants his BKB before the next fight, but it's giving too much space for Secret.
I've seen Desire here. Big duration set up onto Puppey, not quite long enough though. Alliance not able to get into position to help out, and now Desire will be caught on the front lines.
This skill build by Puppey is really cool. The 4-1-4, he's just the super hard disabling Willow, rather than being this 4 position you see that's sometimes trying to dish out damage. The Curse Crown is like 3.5 second stun, as we saw there. So.
Yeah, I mean, very irritating for these cores, like the Bristle and the Cottle. They just want to be relying on the freedom of being able to run around the team. Zayats, he's able to catch him out with that vision. Jumps in. Weeha's going to try and run. The 3 of them on top of him. Yours as well with the setup. There's no escape for Weeha here. And underneath the tower, they'll continue for more. The Wukong's command laid down. Arena's there from Limitless as he'll look to catch out Chrysalis, but Chrysalis has enough HP to continue to stand his ground against Nico Baby. Take out the Bristle. Desire tries to get in to finish it. Chrysalis off as low as he was. He's not able to take that trade. 4 heroes dead on Alliance. Secret losing nobody.
You can just see how the team play, really. Secret just really understanding how to play. But there, big play from Zayats. The relocate starting to come out on the back line. He actually blinks past the Wukong, gets to dispose on the IO, so stops the save even coming out versus the Bristle. And Secret now just, they're starting to run away with the game. Now going to probably get a Roshan too. Starting to get pretty out of control again. I feel like Alliance, they have to just be more, they have to stick together a little more. I feel like they're getting split up, they're losing heroes before the fights start, and then it just is quickly like these 1-by-1 consecutive kills that keep going on.
Just that extra bit of punch to take down Roshan at good timing. With Chrysalis having that complete.
And he's constantly buffed up also. Same skill build from Zayats this game as the last game. 4 points in sidekick for his 2 physical damage cores.
That's very nice for the Monkey King, sort of between that and the Jingu Mastery. As long as he's able to hit heroes, he's going to have that sustain. Which is tough for some of the cores, well, it sort of Bristleback in particular, right? This hero that kind of relies on building up the damage through the team fights. By the time that damage is built up, Chrysalis, he's going to have the capability to lifesteal through a good amount of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we mentioned the sustain that Alliance has in their draft, but at the same time, Secret also has insane built-in sustain on their heroes too, with that Monkey King, with that Timber, plus with Zayats with his skill build, of course. That's why I was saying how important the Vessel is. Like, they haven't found a Vessel charge now in
still not got one
about
in it,
6 minutes or so. Maybe more than that, even. Now game getting difficult. They can't find these pickouts. They can't find this outnumbering that they were. That's where the success was really coming for Alliance, is when they were getting that number advantage for Secret. But Secret now, they're kind of the ones sticking together and not giving Alliance that opportunity whatsoever. Okay, Limitless has BKB. So he probably feels like he's going to be a lot safer in the fights. But now I'm starting to feel concerns of damage for Alliance. Nicholas? Will be the only one clipped by the fear.
Nisha's still coming around from the side. That will be Dakalis out of there. The rest of Alliance, they've got to run. Setups there from Nisha with the Yule Scepter. Two-man boundless strike. Chakram's out, and We Are's out. 2 dead. Limitless will drop the arena. There isn't really the follow-up that Alliance need to threaten any of Secret's heroes. Nico Baby's trying to chase down Zayat. Zayat will fall. Up until the base, Nisha and Puppey, they're pushing back Limitless. Nico Baby also going to get continuously chased here by Crystalis and Puppey. It's maybe a little too close to the base. No, Crystalis, he wants to go for this. Lays down the Wukong's command, will get pushed out to the side by the spear, and still takes down Desire.
Look how far they're chasing. Nisha.
Oh, he wants to dive this. Set up there with the combo. BKB is back up. Spear will be missed. No connection on Nisha.
But Nisha's in the base. Not afraid when that Coddle and that Earth Spirit are dead.
No, not at all. There's not really anything that threatens him, even if they were alive with the amount of dispel that he's got between the Yules and the Lotus. This Timber very much in that unkillable territory now, it seems.
And they're pushing the limits because they had that Aegis there. That's why they were not really afraid of just pushing onto high ground even. A little bit of rare miss there from the Timber Chain. Maybe misses the kill onto the Earth Spirit because of it, but either way, they just keep finding Weehaw every single time. Feels like he needs a BKB of his own to try to protect himself, but he all the attention this whole series has really been get Weehaw from Secret.
Bit of a chase on Nisha, but not a hero that really cares at all what you're going to do about him now. 5-0-7, still yet to die.
They're getting so rich after all this, right? These last like consecutive win-1 fights. I think Refresher's about to be done for the Razor. We saw that Deso was done for Monkey King. Pretty much BKB done also if he wants to disassemble. Getting some really big item timings now for them after very successful fights. Yeah, Alliance, they're just trying to find any type of farm and trying to get Weehaw protected, really. Like, Weehaw's playing now in the safest place of the map. Tough again.
Times for Secret, as you say. Dilution, Fresher ready for the next fight. And almost certainly that BKB for Crystalis will be done as well.
Even seeing now Nisha has picked up the flamethrower. I was wondering what he spent his gold on. He picks up the shard. So even more damage for this Timber. Sides will get picked off top. Maybe this could be that opportunity that Alliance needs to try to go for something. Aegis is going down in about 50 seconds.
Top lane Secret.
They're actually the ones getting aggressive themselves.
Crystalis, he wants to fight with those final moments of the Aegis. Scanning things out in the trees, looking for Dakalis, but a good tether over to the side will keep Dakalis safe for now. I mean, I said Crystalis, he's just throwing himself right in there, jumping in, looking to keep this fight going. They'll lay down the arena. Nisha, he doesn't care at all about being trapped in this one. The two supports, of course, will go down. Resolution with the BKB, just chasing them out. So much damage coming out here with the ultimate. Triple kill for him as a dieback on Dakalis. We are trying to get away from this one. I mean, Crystalis, he might be able to take him out with a jump. And he's got him. He's got him. Gets him with the Primal Spring. 4 dead on Alliance. Secret very much getting to the point where they're able to push this league close to sort of the level it was at in Game 1. This time round, we did see in this start of this Game 2 Alliance with a much more hopeful beginning.
Yeah.
But at this point, it seems like it's going the same way as the last one did.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even though they get that like pick-off kill onto the Marcy, Secret don't care. They just relentlessly run in, and the way they take the fight is just so much cleaner. They get like the focus fire onto the Io instantly. Io's dead, Bristol's kind of isolated, and you see like the end of the damage. I actually got the fight recap up right before it ended, thankfully. Razor did like 6k damage, Monkey King did 5k, Timber did 4k, so they were able to just stick on their targets super easy as those cores.
There we go, Secret ready to dive past the tier 3, happily take these fights underneath the tier 4s even against Alliance. So take down 2 more. Limitless will respond with a buyback. Without the full squad alive, it's difficult to push back Secret, and even if they are all up, Nisha, I can pretty much see him as just sitting at full HP for the last 10 minutes of this game, and indeed caught in the combo, taken out of the game. He'll buy back. Managed to lay down the arena, but Rezo, he was ready with that second use of the BKB.
I mean, oh, and Zayas is literally the biggest bully to Weehaw I've ever seen in this series. It's every time that Weehaw shows, even for a split second, this Marcy's on top of him.
Secret, they're not going anywhere.
Nope.
They'll smoke up, they're ready to set up behind Nisha on this top push.
Yeah, there's no Mars. That's the big team
That was
fight.
the dieback
That was
from the Millis.
dieback. Yeah. How are these BKBs even looking too? The Bristles, cooldown 50 seconds. Weehaw still nowhere near his. He just keeps getting killed. And now
He's looking in for it again. Straight in he goes, grabs Weehaw.
Oh man.
Out of the game as well. 90 seconds, no buyback.
Blink, the keen optic, the lens. Can't run away.
Second set of barracks. And almost certainly inevitably the game will soon fall into the hands of Secret. 27 minutes in, 25,000 gold. We saw the last one, and in about 30 minutes at a 30k lead. Very much on a similar trajectory this game too. We'll see if Alliance put together one last fight. If they do, it will be without Weehaw.
He's not going to respawn. Yeah, he's not going to be up in time. Nisha taking tower, flamethrower burning it down.
You are dead.
Let's see Nico with his new basher. Let's see what he can do.
There we go. See what they can do, indeed. But the
You guys
Wukong's
watch.
commands down. Secret, they're ready to just hurry this up, look to close it up. As they're hitting on the H, they'll quickly clean through the two of them there. Immediate buyback comes out from Desire, but there's nothing more to be done here for Alliance. GG is called Secret. They'll take this game too, 28k at 28 minutes. In very, very sort of similar ending to that of game one. Took them a little longer to sort of ramp it up, but once it ramped up, it was